What is going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Tyler Guy here, and welcome to another episode of the Blast from the Past catalog series. So this one is actually the newest kind of like catalog I have in my collection. I'm hoping to get more, but I still got about 20 more to go. And this is the Summer 2017 catalog, like it says in the description. So honestly, this is a really awesome catalog. A lot of really cool sets, some bad sets as well. We'll get into those. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. So to begin, first we'll take a look at that Snowspeeder. So that's obviously the UCS one. Came with a couple exclusive minifigs, which was awesome as well. Love that helmet. I actually own this set, but I have yet to build it. I will be getting on those UCS sets soon, guys. Don't worry. And then I also thought it would be kind of cool just to do something a little bit newer because I've been doing tons of old stuff. So right in the corner we can see the free minifigure travel pack with purchase of 35 or more. I actually got this, and I actually used it a little bit in my traveler series, which was kind of cool, where I go around just exploring different countries buying Lego. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. But yeah, first page in here. As you can see, we got the beautiful UCS Snowspeeder. So absolutely awesome looking set. You can see all the different features. Put out the landing gear, opening air brakes. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. So it shows if it's going left or right. The rotating rear gun, and it opens the cockpit. I hope it would fit the two minifigs just because the thing is massive. The two minifigs are actually pretty good. This was actually interesting that they didn't make this a Luke's land speeder. They made it, or a Snowspeeder, they just made it a generic Snowspeeder, which was kind of cool, and they're both kind of exclusive. It would be nice if they had different heads though, but anyways, not a big deal. Moving on, we have the Republic fighter tank. Now, I actually don't think that this was a bad price for this set. I actually think it's very good for price per piece. Just a lot smaller than the last one, so I just really like the last one a lot more than this one. This one was kind of a letdown, although you could get Ayla Secura, which was pretty cool, and this a Clone Trooper Gunner Phase 2, which was nice because we only had Phase 1 before. Then we got the Jakku Quad Jumper, not a bad set. Then we got a terrible set, the Rathar Escape. Let's just not even talk about that. That's just a hodgepodge of awfulness. Same thing with the Arrowhead. I believe this was those Freemaker Adventures or whatever it was, and I was not a fan of it. Just did not like it. Here's a really good battle plaque. You get a Flame Trooper and then a couple standard Stormtroopers, and then as well as an officer, which that officer actually wasn't too bad. This battle pack did not make sense, but it was a great way to get 4 awesome bounty hunters for cheap. So I mean, for that, it's awesome. You're just not going to buy multiples of them. Another set from the Freemakers Adventures. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. I believe that's what they were called. This was probably the best of the set, of those sets. This one actually had a cool double-bladed lightsaber dude, which they're not showing, and then Emperor Palpatine, which is cool. The Death Star Transformation, great set. If you guys haven't picked it up, pick it up because it's going to be going out of shelves soon. And then we have the Jedi Starfighter with Hyperdrive. Really like this set. Actually I own it. So I will be reviewing it soon and then comparing it with the older one, which I still love the 2001 version. As you guys know, I like old sets. Then we got the nice Death Star, but it's a bit overpriced to be perfectly honest. And it was just a complete remake basically of the 2008. So not a huge fan. Then we moved on to a very, very controversial set, the Assault on Hoth. I was happy they made this just because I didn't own a lot of these sets, so I was able just to get them all in one hit. And I think I paid $240 for it, which is about $190 US, so I got it on sale. So not bad. Then we got some buildable figures. So I'm not a huge fan of the buildable figures, but these ones actually kind of worked. The Stormtrooper Commander I actually have. Do like him. I will be building him soon. I hate any of the human ones. They just look odd. I mean, look at that. Just looks weird. Then moving on, we got the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. So I actually like this one quite a bit. I just wasn't willing to pay $69.99 or $55.99 which was what it was for the US, I believe. Then we got a really cool set from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the Silent Mary. So honestly, there's no hull, which I don't really like about this set because I don't know. I just kind of like the hull, even though they're trying to go for that aesthetic. But just really cool set. Look at all the minifigs you get with it. It's not bad. I do like that ship still. Then we got the Mindstorms. They just updated this guy, I believe. Anyways, cool thing if you want to make your guys move or your creations, right? Then we got the iconic architecture. I actually believe... No, architecture was up before this, but cool sets. I'm not a big architecture guy, but I don't mind it. Then we got the Lego Batman movie sets. So if you guys can remember that, pretty awesome. Got the first one, Scarecrow. It's actually a pretty good value for $16.99 or about $12.99 US. Two-Face. That just seems the Batwing. Seems very futuristic. He's almost like Iron Man, to be perfectly honest. I'm not a huge fan of the Ultimate Batmobile. Don't really like that one, but whatever. And then they got the Toxic Truck Attack, Banes. So that honestly is pretty cool. That big Bane minifig. Do like that. Moving on, we got a ton of brickheads. So we got Batman, Batgirl, Captain Jack Sparrow. They actually got some Disney people in here, which is interesting as well. I can't believe they made a Captain. Oh, that's from Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay. So not bad. Pretty cool looking little minifigs. This would actually be cool if they just made a bigger version of a brickhead of Hulk because he is much, much bigger than all the other guys. Moving on, we got the, Marvel or Spider-Man. So, well, I guess they have Spider-Man now. But anyways, pretty cool looking sets. This was a way overpriced set for what you got, but it was kind of cool. You got two Hulk minifigs. I actually like this one quite a bit. That car is awesome looking. Yeah, they did a good job on that. Moving on through the Avengers, we got the Who You Gonna Call. This is the newest movie though. Not a huge fan of this one as much as the older one. I have the older one, which I will review soon. Cool set. And then this set, the Firehouse Headquarters. It looks like a really cool set, but then I've seen some reviews on it, and a lot of people complain that it's just boring looking, which, to be perfectly honest, it is kind of a boring building, but I think it would work great in a city, just not displayed on its own, just because it's not honestly that interesting. Then we got a really cool set. It's the Disney Castle. So I actually wanted to pick this up, but I just wasn't willing to pay $400 Canadian or about 330 US. Just, it's not worth it for me to do that, but still pretty cool set. If you're a big Disney fan, I definitely would recommend you get that, or get that. Actually, I think it's still available. And then we got the Ride the Carousel. This was actually a pretty cool set. Just expensive. I think it was 200 US or 250 Canadian, but really cool set. They could have maybe included some more minifigs for that price, but yeah, still pretty cool. Do like that, and I think you could make this motorized as well, which was pretty cool back in the day. Moving on, I actually really like all these modular sets, just FYI. But moving on, yeah, these are all awesome. The Palace Cinema, the Parisian Restaurant, and they're all going for a high price on eBay nowadays. The Detective's Office, the Brick Bank, just awesome sets. I just wish they were a little cheaper because this would run you up 800 Canadian just to buy all four of these, or about 600 US, and I just don't have the money to do that, but I still really like them. Then we got the Assembly Square. So this is kind of like if you just wanted a bit bigger version of this, you just bought this, and it gave you a little bit more bang for your buck. You could maybe just get away with just having this if you're looking for a city landscape. So do really like this set. It reminds me of some place in Paris, to be perfectly honest. So awesome. Probably is. I'm just being an idiot. Assembly Square. Then we got the Eiffel Tower. Well, the Big Ben, not the Eiffel Tower. What's interesting is when I was just in London, this is down. The whole clock is under maintenance and reconstruction. They're fixing it. So I never actually got to see the Big Ben. I only got to see the clock, which I at least was happy to see that. But anyways, kind of annoying. As of now, all we can see this is in Lego form or in pictures. So, but still pretty cool set. Moving on, we got some big modular or big models of cars, which is pretty cool. So we got a Ferrari, a Mini Cooper, a Volkswagen Beetle. Do like those. Just don't, you only have so much money, right, to put into Lego, right? So we got the Robo Explorer, which is actually interesting. He reminds me of the Spyrus robot from the 90s. Then we got a space shuttle. So that's actually interesting. They did have a space shuttle before the new space theme, although this is just from creators, one of those 3-in-1s. Moving on, we got some other cool creator sets. Nothing too crazy, nothing really standing out to me, but not decent sets. Moving on, we got some Technic or Technic, depending on how you want to pronounce it. That is actually a pretty cool car. And then we got a dirt bike. Cool sets. Yeah, we got some cars. Obviously not a huge fan of that, but they weren't really trying to appeal to, adult collectors demographic. Here's some city sets. I do actually like that bus quite a bit. That's cool. And then one of those people packs, which is always good to have. Really easy way to collect a bunch of minifigs. And then moving on. Oh, I didn't mind this series, the City Adventures. I just wish they made them, they're kind of like a present day version of the Adventurer series. Although I don't think they're quite as good, but I still like the idea. Yeah, still cool. Just not quite as good, I don't think. But interesting idea. I just wish they made it look a little bit older. I don't know, it doesn't scream old out to me. And then this was actually a really cool set, the Coast Guard headquarters. I always wanted to get this, but I never got a chance. But I do actually like it quite a bit. I think they did a good job on it. That ship's really cool. And then moving on, we got Minecraft. So Minecraft was back then going hard, and it is going hard today as well. A lot of people like Minecraft. Myself included, I don't mind it. I don't play it, but I think it's a cool concept. Then we got some friends, and my favorite set of this is this yacht that honestly looks pretty cool. Looks really big, to be honest, too, especially for 90 bucks or 70 US. Then we got the Heart Lake Hospital. Yeah, so some cool pieces. They remind me of Paracia back in the 90s, to be perfectly honest. And then we got the Adventures with Elves, and yeah, let's just move on. But yeah, that's about going to do it for this Blast from the Past catalog series episode. Let me know what you guys think as always. Maybe let me know what your favorite set is out of this catalog. I'd be interested to know. But yeah, if you like the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. And yeah, ring that bell so you're notified for any new Blast from the Past catalog series episodes. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But take care. I'll catch you all in the next one.